Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elle and I'm going to be talking to you today about constipation because I feel like this topic doesn't really, no one really talks about this topic much unless you are constipated or have a bowel problem or disease or whatever it might be. Also, I know I'm sat on the floor, then there's a chair behind me. It's because I prefer sitting on the floor. I find it a lot comfier and easier as well. So yeah, if you're wondering, oh, there's a chair behind her, like, why is she not sat on it? That's why. So I've got 5 tips that could help relieve constipation or just help in general with it. So I'm also constipated as well as I have UC. So yeah, I'm in remission, but I'm gone back to my old ways or whatever. I don't pass the stool every day, or usually it's 3 times a weekish, and that's still classed as constipation. A healthy person should pass the stool every day. So the first tip I have is to record your stools. So I do this, I've been doing it for a year and a half, since last year, since I got UC. And in order to do this, I use a Bristol stool chart, which I find really useful to help see where my stools are at. So it goes from 1 to 7, and if you don't know what that is, there'll be a photo somewhere around here. So the first one, number 1, is a constipated stool. It's really hard to get out, and then it goes through the different stages to number 7, which is a watery stool, diarrhea. You don't want that. You don't want that. So I record my stools on Samsung Notes. I find it really useful, and I put the date, the time, the number on the stool chart, what it looks like, if there's any blood, any mucus, any smell, how easily passed it was, that kind of thing. It might sound really gross, but it's actually really helped me to get into a rhythm, and I find it really useful for just to see you have it all there in front of you, and you can see how many times you've been going a week and that kind of thing, and it just really helps. My second point is to drink more water. This is something that I really struggle with at home, but at work I usually drink quite a lot. So aim to drink about 2 litres of water a day. This will help soften the stool, and then hopefully it'll be easier to push out. I've just found it a lot easier to go after I've drunk quite a lot of water. I usually sip the water as well throughout the day when I'm at work. At home, not so much. I do struggle with it at home, but my aim is to get better. So yeah, try and sip the water throughout the day as well, instead of just gulp 2 litres in one go. My next point is to eat high fat food or fibre and juice. What I mean by high fat food is creme fraiche, which I've done a video about how to make that. Ghee, butter, and then homemade juices with juicing. Creme fraiche, ghee and butter are high in fat, which helps soften the stool. High protein foods like yogurt, kefir, cheese, that kind of stuff helps harden the stool. So if you have diarrhea, then eating high protein foods will help harden your stool. Whereas if you have constipation, eating high fat foods will help soften your stool. And then fibre foods as well, so bread, pasta. You can take laxatives as well if you want to. I personally haven't. And then the final one that's actually really helped me, probably the most out of all of this, but all of this combined has helped as well, is juicing. More in the summer, I juice carrots. I've done carrot, apples, oranges as well. So you can do fruit and vegetables rather than just fruit or just veg or whatever. So yeah, mixing the two together, and then juicing actually gets out the nutrients that you need, and it will help your body to absorb those easier instead of just eating the actual fruit or the veg. So another point is an Epsom salts bath with lavender oil. So Epsom salts is I don't really know what it is, to be honest. It's like salts. But I think they have magnesium in them, which is really good for people with constipation, because usually when you're constipated you're magnesium deficient, and Epsom salts just helps with that. And so I put a handful in a warm bath with 5 drops of lavender oil to make it smell nice, and then that's you just stay in there for 15-20 minutes, half an hour if you really want to, or until you're ready to get out, but no less than 20 minutes. I'll say 20 minutes is probably the minimum. you should stay in there for, to just help your body to get all the Epsom salts through your skin and stuff. So yeah, and my final point is exercise. So exercise is something that's really helped, because obviously when you're exercising, your body's moving, and it will move your bowel, and then it will help you go, because your bowel will be moving with your exercise. So I usually walk everywhere. So I walk to uni, I walk around work, I try and walk places, and yeah, so that's how I get my exercise. So I try and like walk places, walk everywhere. But if you can't do that, then joining a gym, getting some weights or something similar, even just walking, like, or going for a jog, or anything at all to do with exercise would be beneficial, just to get your bowel moving. And I find that when I have walked places, I find it a lot easier to pass the stool as well. So these are just points that help me. They might help you in some ways or other ways. Yeah, I'm not a doctor on this, so these are just tips that I've picked up that have helped. But you can do some of them, you can do all of them. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, and I hope to see you very soon with another video.